Hey everybody, this is Tayson Rockefeller, Teton Valley Realty. I'm here at 4500 West, 2000 South here in Driggs, Idaho. We are on 20 acres. This home was built in the early 90s. I'm going to spend a little bit of time inside, but the property, while it's recently remodeled and in very good condition, the property really shows outside and in, and there's a couple of shops I want to get you through. So to keep this video nice and short, and for the fact that we've got a couple of people here with the photographs and other things, I'm going to blaze through the house pretty quickly, and then I'll take you back outside and show you the property. So the home inside has new hickory flooring in much of the home. This home in the kind of main living area flooring is new hickory, kind of blended to match the original fir floors from when the home was constructed. We've got somebody in the master, so I'm going to take you upstairs first, and then I'll take you through the kitchen. We've got a bonus room above the garage, and then I'll take you into the master with master suite. This home is 2,400 square feet, 4-bedroom with a bonus room included as a bedroom, and 2.5 bath. So your second bath up here is very basic. They didn't spend, any real time with the remodel up here. But everything's in good shape. A couple of built-ins on the closets here and these two bedrooms upstairs, and they're pretty much a mirror image of each other. They've got the same built-ins and in space. I'm going to take you back downstairs. Kind of an open rail and a nice view across the portion of the acreage. We are tucked up against the western and northern end of the parcel, so the bulk of the acreage is actually to our south and to our east, and there is a Teton view. The current owner has the view blocked with a substantial amount of landscaping. Well, the view itself could be opened up with a couple of trees. This owner chose to keep it that way, and I'll explain that in a little more detail as we get outside. Unfinished basement here. Again, this was built in the 90s, so nothing too crazy down here. The owner during the remodel did the high points. A couple of things I like to point out when I see this sort of thing. I like the way they did this in the 90s with plywood instead of the OSB on the subfloor and in the webbing of the floor joists. It's good high quality stuff. Egress window, mechanical. This is a brand new Train gas forced air furnace. And this is what they use as the pantry, and I'll show you how they do that. So they've got this huge storage down here. It's probably 55 degrees right now, and it's 80 outside. Give you an idea of the basements here in Teton Valley if you're not familiar. It's dry as a bone down here, but this kind of little walkway that I'm just came down. The owners, they carry their groceries right down here. They've got this on a motion activated light, and it's real convenient to just drop the groceries and go.
Tried them on me because they said basically I should have lost the eye completely. That lets me put it in there. Well, that's good. So I was an experiment. And it's hindered me a little, but I've at 15.
There's a dining table to my right, but I'm trying to avoid everybody that's kind of at the meeting table here. So new vanity, half bath.
Now, our kitchen vent hood fan is attached to my.
Okay, I'm going to take you upstairs. I'm going to save the master bedroom for last because I've got the photographer in there now. Lots of natural light coming in through these skylights. No issues with these. I don't see any sign of any water intrusion or anything like that. The home does have a fresh coat of stain, very recent, and a new roof. That's another point. So as we kind of look at this as a whole, most of the windows were replaced. Kitchen was done. New forced air furnace, new roof, new siding, new flooring. So really, you know, what's left here is the aesthetics. While we're here, I'm going to take you into the attached garage, and then when we get back outside, I'll show you that detached. Little spot for a deep freeze. This is probably big enough for a full-size Tahoe or something of that nature.
So, anything attached to the walls, and I mean attached, yes. Now, is there anything in the house, because this always comes up, is there anything in here in the house that you don't want to leave that's attached? Well, like
No.
Patty has done all these really cool light plates.
They all go.
And they stay at the house. We can leave the coat rack. Okay?
There's a little linen closet here. Okay, so master bedroom. That's a queen, ample size and space for a king in here. So new cabinets, shower glass, a big walk-in, double head shower in here. That's a Euro frameless glass. And a walk-in closet through the master. It's not huge, but it's certainly functional. So that does it for the master. I think I've got you everything inside, and we've still got a lot of work to do here as we check out the rest of the property and the two shops. So I'm going to keep going so we don't run out of juice here. See you guys. All right, so back outside. Couple of things. I'm going to take you over to the attached shop first, because I'm going to end up down at the county road where we came in. This property does have a little bit of maintenance associated with it. When I say a little bit, the owner's gotten this place to a point where it's pretty well sustainable where it is with very little effort. But some snow removal on the roads and that sort of thing, like any other property with a long driveway. Here in the detached garage, I suspect this is somewhere around 22 by 22, a poured concrete floor, and a big attic space with ladder access there. I'm going to try to show you where the Teton view is, give you a little bit of an idea with the home as I pan around. This property at one point was a working tree farm that has over time been massaged into, you know, a variety of apple groves like you see across the driveway here, groves of aspen, fields of fescue that's weed free, beautiful mature trees. I mean, there is gotta be hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of trees left on this property. On that note, if if you're in the business, there's still plenty to pluck and sell, but I really like how this has turned out to kind of just be a wooded setting in the valley floor of the Tetons here, just close to the Teton River. So, fenced in dog run here in the back. This is all automatic underground sprinkler here in the yard. The bully barn there does have power, garden tool shed, big outdoor deck there on the side of the house. It's actually, you know, for what it is, it's a beautifully maintained home. It's modest, but it has potential. If somebody really wanted to come in and put the effort into making this a luxury home, you certainly could. You can see the Teton view here. Of course, the cell phone video never does it justice, but all it would really take is taking one of these trees out, dropping it off at my house, and having a nice Teton view through the living room there. A couple other things to note. This property does have two forms of water rights. This is the culinary well, I believe, here. It does have water rights that come up from the county road here, which is in the pipe. This will run through July, and that will come, to my knowledge, with the property. Now that gives you the opportunity to do some heavy watering through the first part of the season, shut it down, and you should be good to go for the rest of the year. These are mature trees. They've been here a long time. At this point, they don't need continuous water. Now, the property as an option does have groundwater rights with an ag well that can also be included. It comes at an extra price, and the water rights here, particularly groundwater rights in Idaho, are pretty valuable. So that's going to add a fair amount to the purchase price. But at this time, if that's of interest, that is a possibility. Again, you don't need it, but you could negotiate a portion or all of those water rights for whatever reason if you really wanted to have plenty of water on this. Like I said, you can see groves of trees, kind of the old country road here look, and gives you the opportunity to do something else on the property if you wanted to. This grassland that you see as you get out of the Kentucky bluegrass in the yard, this is a combination of wheatgrass and fescue, and there's a few weeds in it, but you know, for the most part, even compared to people's lawns, there's a couple dandelions, but this is very much weed free. It's beautiful. And I'm trying to remember everything I was supposed to about the property, because I'm hoping this will stay recording long enough to get you down to the additional detached shop, which is a steel foam insulated shop for equipment. The irony of the fact that I was trying to get the video to continue recording long enough to get you down to the shop, and shortly thereafter ended, almost as if it were by design. But anyway, I did go on to talk about this portion, the region, and where we're located within the valley, kind of between the Teton River and the Big Hole Range. I don't know if I mentioned before it cut off, we talked a little bit about the maintenance and really how this can be as much or as little as you're looking for. Obviously, treating this grass to keep it weed free would be a good idea. Now, the green shop you see in the distance there as we approach the county road, that is on the neighbor's property. I'm not going to take you back up the driveway. There's a lot to see here, and obviously any buyer is going to come out, but the amount that it has to offer, whether it's too much or too little for whomever it may be, hopefully this video serves its purpose in that you can justify a trip to see this very unique property just outside of Driggs here on the west side of the valley. This is the steel shop that I was talking about. This is virtually maintenance free. It does have a 6-inch poured slab in the center of the shop. That does go out to a 4-inch on the sides, but very heavy equipment can be parked on this. I think at one point the owner had a semi in here, but you know, for what it is, this is perfect for an RV. It has 220 volt service, wood stove that'll cook you out of here. If you don't want that, you've got a wall heater in the back that'll keep things plenty warm. I believe there is 4 inches of spray foam. And this thing's well insulated. I can just tell you right now, again, it's 80 degrees out and it feels pretty comparable to the temperature it was in the basement. That's it for now. This is Tayson, Rockefeller, Teton Valley Realty, 208-709-1333. And thanks for watching.